I don't know, maybe she's from China or Cuba or something, but she didn't seem to understand people in public have a right to photograph.
Are you asking for my ID?
I am.
Are you requiring my ID?
I am.
Are you detaining me?
Not detaining you.
Okay. I'd respectfully decline to offer my ID.
Today, we're taking a look at two intense encounters involving public photography, police questioning, and ID refusal rights. One incident unfolds outside a jail facility, while another takes place near a controversial medical clinic in Aurora, Colorado. In both encounters, a simple question quickly turns into a tense confrontation. Will he provide his ID or stand his ground? These officers may have pushed the situation further than expected, and the outcome has viewers debating what should have happened next. Credit goes to the original channel for documenting these real-world interactions and helping spread awareness about constitutional rights and government accountability. Be sure to subscribe to the original creator. Their link is in the description. Follow their work and let them know that ID Refusal Cops sent you, because we believe knowledge of civil rights matters. Stay until the end because you're almost guaranteed to learn something new and have a strong opinion about what unfolds in these encounters.
No, sir, I don't. But I will tell you that I starred in a couple made-for-TV docudramas. One was Violating the Citizen's Right, an LEO love story. It should be on YouTube. And the other was the Thin Blue G-String, the tales of domestic violence and steroid abuse. You find them on YouTube. I played a starring role.
The conversation changes instantly. The officer wants to know why a citizen is photographing a public building. But notice what happens next. When asked directly whether any law has been broken, the answer is simple: no. Under the First Amendment, recording and photographing matters of public interest from publicly accessible areas is generally protected activity. At this moment, the encounter shifts from suspicion to accountability.
So,
talking about
some
starred in a couple movies.
made for TV docudramas.
Are they on TV? Or are they just
Well,
on the internet?
on YouTube.
Oh.
Nuh-uh. This is the jail? Holy cow. Okay. I'm wondering why you think it's okay to wonder why of a private citizen not breaking the law. Am I breaking the law here, officer?
No, sir. We're just checking out and make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Like she said, this is a secure facility.
It sure is. That's why I'm not in it. Yeah.
Safety of everyone involved. While we're asking.
Absolutely. It's nice that you guys have a good response time. We got 1, 2, 3. Guy with a camera. Slow day. No crime.
Pardon?
I said slow day, no crime. Oh, okay. These guys don't handle crime though, I guess, huh? They handle guys with the camera.
Just concerned for the safety of the jail as well as everybody else.
Really? I've never heard a jail, not being safe.
You ever heard of a problem at a jail before?
From the inmates, yeah.
Never
Yeah.
heard of any of them having help from the outside?
No, what are you talking
Never
about?
heard anything like that?
No, what jail?
Probably Google it. I bet it's on there somewhere with your films.
But you don't know one?
No.
Oh, okay. So we're just guessing
Sure,
then.
we could Google it though.
Well, right. But I mean, usually we'd know if it had happened. That'd be pretty.
I just asked if you ever heard it, didn't I?
Well,
I just
yeah.
asked if you'd ever heard of it.
No, I've never heard of it, but I'd be interested if it has happened. Then no, but that would make the news though. What's your name, officer?
Boss, BOSS.
Boss. Thank you, boss.
After several minutes of questioning, a supervisor finally arrives. There is no raised voice, no dramatic speech. just a straightforward acknowledgement that people may photograph from publicly accessible areas. Encounters like this remind viewers that constitutional rights often become clearest when a supervisor evaluates the facts instead of assumptions. The tension fades because the legal question finally receives a direct answer.
Captain Shaw, got a badge number?
6. How are you doing?
High up there. Good. How are you?
Good. Just seeing everything all right with you?
Yeah, everything's good with me. Some lady stopped here. I don't know. She had a problem with the First Amendment, photographs in public.
Up there to your left.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's from China or Cuba or something, but she didn't seem to understand people in public have a right to photograph.
Oh yeah, yeah. As long as you're not anywhere that's not accessible to the public, you're good to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We know.
All right. You have a good day, sir.
All right.
In the first encounter, photography triggered suspicion. But in the next one, the pressure gets sharper. Police move from questions to demanding ID. And the citizen's response turns one simple street complaint into a direct test of authority.
Well, he came over here and started engaging with me in conversation. I'm not trying to entice him. I'd love him to come over. I'd love to talk to him. I mean, he enjoys murdering babies. I'd like to find out why. When you expose the evil and wickedness of what they do, they like to hide.
Well, each individual makes their own decision.
Except for the individual in the womb, they don't get to make a decision. You know, back when Hitler.
We understand all this, sir, and but you're putting us in a bad situation.
I really aren't. I'm really not. This guy's he's just having a fit. Like I said, I'm not going to break the law. I wouldn't do that. I certainly wouldn't do that.
He's out here all the time.
Sure, yeah.
Every day, even on the weekends. Never have any issues.
Of course. Because we're law-abiding citizens.
You have an idea on your system?
Maybe.
Well, just because we're out here, we're speaking to you, we're going to add you to our ticket. That's why they call it.
Are you asking for my ID?
I am.
Are you requiring my ID?
I am.
Are you detaining me?
I'm not detaining you.
Okay. I'd respectfully decline to offer my ID.
The temperature of the encounter rises instantly. The officer confirms he wants identification, but in the very next breath admits the citizen is not being detained. That distinction matters because under the Fourth Amendment, police encounters can be either consensual or investigative. The camera captures a simple but powerful question. If there is no detention, what legal obligation exists at that moment? Notice how both sides immediately recognize that the conversation is no longer about a complaint, it is about authority.
Unless I'm being arrested or detained.
Well, again, you're standing in the roadway. We're here speaking to you, correct? We got a call. You're complaining about him, correct?
I'm not complaining about anybody.
About you impeding the roadway.
Am I in the way right now?
So that's why I'm asking for your idea. We want to know who we're speaking to so that we don't have any future issues. We can say we've already spoken to...
You guys know who I am. You've spoken plenty of times.
No, I don't know who you are.
You
I've
don't?
never seen you.
No.
Have I seen you before?
I think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, never seen you.
I'd just rather not I'd rather my name not be on any reports or anything like that. So.
What's your name?
I'd rather not say.
When you're asked by a law enforcement officer to provide your proof of identification or your name for a police purpose, that is required by law. So if you're not aware of that, I'm making you aware of that.
Sir, I'm not breaking the law.
Did you just hear what I just explained to you?
Sir, I know you can lie to me, so I'm not breaking the law. Am I being detained or arrested?
I clearly explained that
am
to
I being
you already.
Am I being detained or arrested?
I just explained that to you.
You said no.
I
Okay,
asked you
so
for your name.
I would like to go about my business unmolested.
I asked you for your name.
I would like to go about my business unmolested.
I asked you for your name and your birthday.
I would like to go amongst my business unmolested. Can I do that, sir?
I just told you that providing
can I enjoy the freedom of my First Amendment, sir?
by law,
Can I enjoy?
you are required.
Can I enjoy
to
the
provide
first?
your information.
Can I enjoy the freedom of my First Amendment, sir? And go about my business
What did I
unmolested.
just explain to you? You got an iPhone? You got a phone on you? Maybe you can look that up. Because that is required. Nobody's here to give you a hard time. Nobody's giving you a hard time.
Every time this guy's here, he calls the police.
You
His
understand what I just explained
complaint.
to you, correct?
I don't understand. His complaints are always invalid.
Okay.
What I understand is
ridiculous.
what I understand is what I'm doing is perfectly legal, and I should be able to go about my business unmolested.
Well,
just because this guy makes false claims.
When you go home, look that up.
I will.
And make sure that you're versed of that
Okay.
for future use.
Sure.
Because
Absolutely.
that is an arrestable offense.
I don't think it is, but
Yeah, it is. It's called obstructing identity.
Now the pressure escalates. The officer warns that refusing identification could be an arrestable offense. Yet when asked to identify the specific code section, the conversation stalls. In the United States, criminal enforcement is generally tied to specific statutes rather than broad assertions of authority. Watch carefully. The tension here is not created by shouting or threats, but by a simple request for clarity. Sometimes the most important moment in an encounter is the question that never receives a direct answer.
Obstructing a peace officer in the performance of his duties.
do you know what code that is?
You can look
Is
it
it a
up.
civil code?
You can look it up.
Well, if you're telling me it's
Illinois criminal code. You can look it
yeah,
up.
but do you know what it is though?
You can look it up.
I was just, you asked me to do something, make something easy for you. I asked you to do something, make something easy for me. I'm not here. I'm here to save babies and souls. You know that. You a Christian?
It has nothing to do with religion to me.
It has nothing. Are you a Christian?
Nothing to do.
That's what the Nazi regime said. I get what your role is for the city of Aurora, but do you understand? Back when the Nazi regime, they were taking Jews and they were putting them on trains, and the law enforcement back then would actually assist them putting on the plane, and they knew they were going to die. They knew they were going to be killed. 57 million, man, it's happening right here in America. Hitler would be rolling in his grave.
He doesn't want to provide that. Told him by law he's required to, but he's still refusing to do that.
Okay, so there's no, just so I understand this correctly, you're telling me there's no walking or standing along this road here?
People can walk.
Okay.
They're en route to somewhere.
They're en route to somewhere?
But if you're just standing here, not moving, people have to go around you. And that's where the issue comes in. And obviously, you can't step up on the sidewalk on this side.
Sure, yeah, there's a no trespassing sign, yeah. I understand.
Some people like to live on the edge. They like to tether on the edge.
I like to live an obedient life. That's what I like to do. I aim to please my God, not man. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that.
You're allowed to walk as close to the side of the roadway as possible. The law commands that you walk to the side of the close to the side of the road.
Sure, I see. I'm certainly not taking up any more room than he is.
I know that, but you're not walking.
Is what he's doing more important than what I'm doing? Is his goal today more important than mine? I'm not aware of a First Amendment right that says I need to be going from my house to the grocery store. I'm certainly not aware of that. If you are, I'd definitely like to know what it is. I'm not trying to be difficult or anything. I'm just trying to go about my business unmolested. I'm trying to speak to these young folks in here that are sacrificing their child. And this guy, this $1 billion business right here, all they're going to do, they see me as, as salt and light, and they don't like it. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to call you guys and lie to them and say I'm breaking the law, which I'm not. You guys know that.
You are impeding traffic.
I won't. I won't. I won't be. Sir, I understand what you're saying. Here's the thing. This road right here is owned by every business in here. If you get complaints from every business in here saying I'm not allowed to go up and down this road or stand on this road, then they would serve me a no trespassing warrant on a public access road. You'd have to get everybody's signature through it that owns or has access to this road, owns this road. Trust me, I'm very well aware of what I can do and what I can't do. And again, I'm not trying to be combative or anything, or trying to make fun of anybody. I'm just trying to go about my business unmolested. That's it.
I know that. Just please don't push the envelope. I understand you have your mission to do out here, but don't push the envelope with us.
I don't want you guys to have to arrest me. I don't want to be arrested. You know that.
And I don't want to arrest you.
You know that.
The help we have for you one block.
Sure, I've talked to probably 7 different members of your force, and I feel confident. Exactly what I'm doing is I'm not impairing traffic. I'm not breaking any laws. So I wish a blessed day for you guys, and have a safe shift. And thanks for coming out and saying hi.
And I know if you left, all you lined up and left the near 8 feet there, sure they can fit through there, but then you're being slow, You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Please don't bring it to that point, okay? I appreciate it. Okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
God bless.
That's fine.
No?
I'm good.
Okay. God bless, man.
Same to you.
He loves you too.
All right. I'm going to take care of it.
All right.
Yeah.
2 different locations, 2 different encounters, but the same question echoed through both videos. How much freedom does a citizen truly have when government authority steps in? In the first encounter, a man with a camera was questioned for doing something completely visible and peaceful. In the second, a simple request for identification turned into a debate about authority, compliance, and the limits of government power. These moments remind us that rights are not exercised only in courtrooms. They are exercised on sidewalks, in parking lots, outside public buildings, and during ordinary conversations with public officials. Knowing your rights is important. Knowing how to exercise them calmly and responsibly is even more important. If you've ever been questioned while doing something lawful, tell us your story in the comments. If this video made you think, challenge an assumption, or learn something new, consider liking and subscribing. And if you've ever been asked for ID in a situation that didn't feel right, we want to hear about it. Because every encounter teaches a lesson, and every lesson makes citizens stronger. You don't have to stay silent, you have to know the law. In this country, freedom is not something you ask permission to use, it's something you exercise. This is ID Refusal Cops, where cameras document, where questions matter, and where civil rights remain the most powerful tool a citizen can carry. See you in the next one.